Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. Today the topic is paragraph writing. So it's the part of writing skills. So every right sentence starts with a word, right? Every paragraph with some sentences. So the group of sentences. When you write the group of sentences, what kind of sentences you are going to take? So introductory sentence will be there, and adequate sentences when you are describing something else, that is called adequate sentences, and concluded sentences. In brief, when you are writing anything on any content at the time, you are going to divide into paragraphs. So one content must be described or discussed only in one paragraph. The other kind of content must be described in other paragraph. For example, when you are going to write about yourself, you are going to divide into paragraphs or chapters. So if you divide into paragraphs, the first paragraph what you write about your childhood. At the same time, when you are writing the second paragraph about your schooling, and third paragraph about intermediate, then you are going to write the fourth paragraph or any other paragraph with your undergraduate and your experiences and your incidents, your life history, and everything you are going to divide into that here. The paragraph is a brief thing, right? You are describing about a content in brief. That's one thing. At the same time, sometimes the paragraph may be extended up to 1 page, 2 pages, and 3 pages also. So that there is the not actually that it must be only write 5 sentences or 10 sentences or 15 sentences. Paragraph may be extended many pages also, depends on the the depth of the content. So that paragraph is not only written within 5 sentences or 10 sentences, it can be written into pages also. That must be understood. So you remove from your mind that misconception of that here, writing only in words. Generally in examinations, what they ask, write a paragraph in 100 words, write a paragraph in 200 words. That is one thing. So when you are in the schooling and somewhere else, but when it comes to your real life, paragraphs may be extended. For example, when the people write some reports, any commission reports or any kind of government report, they write it. When one content is there, it extends some pages too. So there it ends here. Means here content is important, not dividing. Generally, simply when the people write an essay or anything, people go on dividing into paragraphs. 5 sentences, one paragraph, and 10 sentences, one paragraph, like this here. Entire 2-3 pages, we can see only the paragraphs. So it is wrong thing. That's what these days people are putting some side headings also. So you can divide the paragraph showing that side heading too, so that it goes on. So that looks very attractive. But that is one thing here. When you write the chapters, you go on writing subheadings, and you go on writing some right sentences or paragraphs, like okay, anything. But thing is here, if you write only one paragraph, what's important? The thing is here, vocabulary, jargon. Jargon, what is jargon here? Jargon is that, okay, the particular vocabulary, particular words to be used for the particular subjects. So every subject has different vocabulary. Chemistry has different vocabulary. C language has different vocabulary. Technology, mechanical has, civil has different. Law has different vocabulary. So like here, there are many terms are there. So when you are writing paragraph, you understand that what content is, what topic is it. When you understand that topic, automatically you get some jargon of words in your mind and you write it. So for that one thing here, introductory sentence is important. So how you start introduction, that's called pilot sentence. The pilot sentence means here, it carries the main pilot sentence is very important to take that complete paragraph up to the end. So that here, how you are going to start the pilot sentence is important. And then adequate sentence also. What is adequate sentence? Sufficient. Very sufficiently, you are describing about something else. Very particularly, appropriately, you are describing that here. Describing sentences. Then concluded sentences will be there. So that here, when you are dividing even paragraph also, in brief also, there must be 3 parts. Like even you go on writing or write an essay, you can divide that here. Some paragraphs of introduction, some paragraphs of description, some paragraphs of conclusion. At the same time, when you are going to write a paragraph also, within the paragraph also you can divide as 3 parts. That is introductory, that means pilot sentence. The other one is adequate sentences. At same time, last concludatory sentence will be there. So that when you divide it like that, definitely you are able to write. And for that, mostly the coherence also very important. Connectivity from one sentence to the sentence second to third sentence, fourth sentence. You have to connect one to one, definitely. When you connect in that way, that is very appropriate kind of language. At the same time, paragraph 2. For that, vocabulary is also important. So jargons are very important. So on particular topic what you are writing, you must know the particular words also. So because vocabulary is not only what V1, V2, V3, vocabulary is everything, whatever is there in under the sun and everywhere, the universe. So that first of all, we must know the general knowledge of the things. Automatically, we are able to write any kind of paragraphs very effectively and attractively too. And for that, mind mapping also important. When you had seen the topic, you must actually browse your mind instead of browsing your cell phone and other things. Just you browse your mind, because already in our subconscious layers there are many topics and many things are there since our childhood. So that when you are going to see that, when you are going to browse your mind, you are going to get the right appropriate sentences from the introductory, adequate sentences, and concluded sentences like that here. Today, we are going to see how to write the paragraph. What is paragraph writing? Please be with. I'm going to share you that. Just a minute. I'm coming with. See here, there is a paragraph writing for you. Just you can enjoy it. Yeah, it's there for you. So how to start? So this is the one thing. Yeah, how to write a paragraph. How to write a paragraph. So just you browse your mind. Just you think that how to write, why to write, whom to write, right? Why to write? Why to write here? For getting marks, improving your skills, right? Whom to write, whom you are writing, for your teacher, English teacher or some other teacher. What content you are writing, whether the content is very good, that go on thinking about. That's called mind mapping. And mind map everything in your mind within some minutes of time and start writing. Definitely that will be very adequate writing. So that let us see here. Right, what is paragraph here? A paragraph is a collection of related sentences dealing with a single topic. So only one topic. The depth of the sentence, the depth of the content is very important to write it. For example, you want to write it is detailed, that will be different again. But paragraph must be right within some lines of that. So the content where it ends there itself here, that's a paragraph. When you are going to change that content, automatically you are going to change the paragraph too. So that your paragraph is only the group of sentences together. So whenever you are taking that with the coherence, right? With the coherence, that means your of course pilot sentence, how to start the pilot sentence, and then what comes your adequate sentences, descriptive sentences. Then you are going to write the concluded sentences like here. That's what a paragraph is, a collection of related sentences dealing with a single topic. So after that, when you're going to deal with other topic, you are going to change the paragraph so that it is that okay, you have to write only a single topic in one paragraph. You can have fantastic ideas, but if those ideas aren't presented in an organization fashion, you will lose your readers and fail to achieve your goals in writing. So that while you are writing, your readers have to read it very interestingly. When you don't write it appropriately, coherence is not there, grammatically not correct. At the same time, vocabulary is not used properly according to the context. So then definitely readers won't read it. So that it must be very, very, very effective. When you are going to write the paragraph, you should think that it should reach the right high levels of the things. Always you feel that you are competing with other people. Even you are writing yourself in the examination maybe, or you are writing at home, you are writing somewhere else. Definitely you feel that your ideas are fantastic, but unless you put into words, so it's not going to be elevated. That is one thing. So that keep in your mind that your readers. So when you think about the readers, you are able to write them very properly. That definitely the basic rules keep one idea to one paragraph. So if you take the basic rules that here, how to write the paragraph here, the basic rule of thumb with paragraph is to keep one idea to one paragraph. So that only that the basic idea of that, as I explained you the earlier, right? So definitely only one idea to one paragraph and second idea to the second paragraph like here. So paragraph should not have many ideas. So only one idea. Elements of paragraph here, you can say that unity must be there. There must be complete unity also, coherence, a topic sentence, adequate development also, adequate, sufficient development. So when you have this unity, how you are going to combine the sentences, how you are going to bring the words into that here, you are giving life into the paragraph, and the paragraph is read by many of the readers and feel that, how the paragraph is really very good. Like, and coherence, and the connectivity of the sentences, how you are connecting the sentences. So simple sentences and connecting to one sentence to other sentence, it go on like a flow of writing, like, okay, a topic sentence, and then adequate development, also sufficient development. When you are taking the topic sentence, then you go on writing, that will be very fine. And what is unity? We can let us see here. The entire paragraph should concern itself with a single focus. So when you are changing your focus, that means, so you are changing your paragraph. When you are in single focus, you are going to write only one paragraph, or you are going to change the focus, you are going to write the second paragraph. If it begins with one focus or major point of discussion, it should not end with another or wander within different ideas. So within different ideas, how you going to write it, it should not end with another or wander within different ideas. So only you must have one idea, it should finish in only in one idea. Don't bring all ideas into one paragraph. If you want to write the second idea, you have to change the second paragraph. So changing of the paragraph depends on your changing of ideas and focusing of the topic or whatever it is. That is, so coherence, as I told you, that connectivity, coherence is the a trait that makes the paragraph easily understandable to a reader. So it should be understandable to the reader. Some people try to show their writing skills, writing complex and compound and different kind of all components together in that here. By the time it ends, actually the reader cannot understand the paragraph properly. So that is the reason one has to think that here, when you are writing something else, the reader must understand, not yourself. You are not writing for yourself, you are writing for some other to read it. So that keeping those people in your mind, when you start writing, the coherence and everything will be fine. That don't try to show your writing skills, but think that here how the readers are going to read and understand the paragraph. That is one thing. You can help create coherence in your paragraphs by creating logical bridges and verbal bridges also. So when you are coherent, right, the coherence and creating of all the things, what is your logical bridges also? That must not be missed. Logical bridges not missed. At the same time, verbal bridges all not missed. When you are connecting one to one, it should be very very like a chain. You know that chain, how that chain is totally connected. So that you have to connect the sentence to sentence. That looks very good paragraph. And logical bridges, the same idea of a topic is carried over from sentence to sentence, and successive sentence can be constructed in parallel form. Verbal bridges, you can see, keywords can be repeated in several sentences. Synonymous words can be repeated in several sentences. Transition words can be repeated in several sentences. So verbal bridges, and these are going to be like this here. When you are repeating some sentences, some words and some sentences, maybe there, but think is here. Ultimately, you have to think a different word that's better for you all, right? Then a topic sentence. A topic sentence is a sentence that indicates in a general way what idea or thesis the paragraph is going to deal with. So what is the topic sentence is telling that? So what you are going to deal with. So you are giving some right intimation to the readers that here this topic sentence, so that I'm going to right discuss on this on particular thing. So that is the topic sentence. An easy way to make sure your reader understands the topic of the paragraph is to put your top sentence near the beginning of the paragraph. So that top sentence, whichever you feel that, which is the most important sentence, that you write at the top level and top sentence, and then the reader can understand. Okay, it's going to deal with this, so that the person gets interested. So the topic sentence must be very attractive. Try to frame a beautiful sentence in the beginning itself. At the same time, regardless of whether you include an explicit topic sentence or not, you should be able to easily summarize what the paragraph is about. Regardless of whether you include an explicit topic sentence or not, you should be able to easily summarize. So what you are giving, that's okay, secondary matter, but should easily summarize whatever the top paragraph is going to say. It must have that kind of content within. After reading the paragraph, the person has to summarize very easily the paragraph is telling about this in a nutshell. That is very, very important here. Adequate development, very sufficient development. How you are showing the in next sentences, like the topic should be discussed fully and adequately. So within paragraph also, you have to don't think that you have to think that you have to describe it very adequately, very sufficiently. It doesn't mean that your paragraph means not only in 5 sentences, 10 sentences. you have to describe it very clearly. It may be one page also. Paragraph may be extended up to one page, 2 pages, 3 pages. Also depends on the intensity of the topic. So that you must be aware of that. This varies from paragraph to paragraph depending on the author's purpose also. What purpose of writing? So as I told that here, mind mapping. So when you mind map here, what is the purpose of writing? What are the readers? So that when you keep in your mind, definitely you are going to write an effective paragraph writing, and it's a pretty good bet that the paragraph is not fully developed if it is that short. So pretty good that here if it is not developed right more than that here, if it is very short and sweet also sometimes better. So if the extension is required, if it is inadequate or at the same time right it is insufficient of the topics are there at the time, definitely you can conclude the paragraph within that. Don't extend if there is no intensity in the paragraph. So unnecessarily we should not extend the paragraph, just we have to cut short there. In a nutshell you have to describe about it. So that that common sense is very important to the people there. Some methods to make sure your paragraph is well developed. So how to develop your paragraphs? You see that you use examples and illustrations. When you're writing, sometimes you have to give some examples also what happened over there. So when you are saying your statement, there must be supporting statement sometimes. Who said it and what was the illustrations are there, anecdotes are there, anything like your site date and site and at the same time facts, statistics, evidence, details and others. So we should not say vaguely sometimes. When you become one of the best of the right world or the industry or the field, at the time if you write, your methods are taken as examples. But when you are writing at the beginning, you have to compulsory illustrate and cite dates also, and all these are important while writing a paragraph, so that we should not write anything vaguely. Examine testimony, what other people say, such as quotes and paraphrases. So, according to somebody else, as per the science or research, like this, when you put some phrases, so that it looks very good, so that it will have some authenticity also. Use an right anecdote or story also. When you use anecdote or story, right, giving some right boosting to that paragraph, so that readers are able to read it properly. So it doesn't mean that you're writing story to every paragraph. So if paragraph demands it, right, explaining in narrating manner at the time, you have to go for anecdotes. So that definitely you are going to write a better paragraph. Define terms in the paragraph. So you have to define whenever you are giving time. For example, term you are giving. So WHO, for example, WHO is a right abbreviation, right? So that at the time, World Health Organization. So first you write entire expansion of that term and then put in bracket WHO. That is one kind of writing. That next time when you use WHO, people could understand that your World Health Organization, like that abbreviations maybe and all. This is very important. Compare and contrast, evaluate causes and reasons. So compare and contrast all these very appropriately and particularly. And evaluation, how you are evaluating that, analyzing that. What are the reasons to say that your statement? And you have to give support to your statements also. Why you are saying like that? This is so and so. And at the same time, evaluate causes and reasons. Why this evaluate causes and the reasons? Actually, you have to explain in that within the paragraph itself. So don't think that paragraph is only 100 words or 200 words. It may extend up to that, so that these are all very important. So just remove from your mind that your paragraph is right not only 100 words or 200 words, it may extend it to many pages. So that evaluate causes and reasons, also analyze and describe the topic. So analytically go on writing and describe something what's happening there here. So you describe in your own words and taking the support of some anecdotes and some other things, sites and illustrations, examples, and analyze it properly. So that definitely that reader can understand it very properly. So that it's about paragraph writing. I hope you understand very clearly. So when you understand it very clearly, definitely you are able to write everything. For that one thing, whatever it may be paragraph, it may be page, it may be right pages, right? The group of pages becomes a book. If you write a book or if you write an article, whatever you write, first of all, you must have command over the language. To get command over the language, what do you do? So of course, LSRW skills. So in LSRW skills, what do you do? R. So R is reading. So when the person has reading skills, the person can speak well, right? And read well. At the same time, write well. So only reading makes you write all the skills. Not only that here, if you want to speak, you must know what the words are written, what the sentences are written. So that when you understand that right capacity of reading and your skills, reading skills and all, definitely you are going to write not only paragraph, you can write an epic also. So this about today's topic, how to write paragraph. I hope definitely you like it. Please, if you like it, share to your friends, and also subscribe my channel for better videos. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye for today. Signing off.